6:15. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe, assisted by Chaturajaya Shankar and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. The President launches constructions of South Asia's longest irrigation tunnel in Anuradhapura. Price of 27 essential goods will be reduced from Monday. A program launched to create hundreds of youth agriculture entrepreneurs. The Mihindu housing program will commence on Sunday. In news overseas, the latest national survey reveals more than 21% of India's adult population has been exposed to COVID-19. In sports, Technical Advisory Committee appointed to develop cricket. Local news in detail. The construction of South Asia's longest irrigation tunnel commenced this morning under the patronage of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa at Palugaswewa in Anuradhapura. It is being constructed to coincide with Irrigation Prosperity Programme to renovate 5,000 tanks. The tunnel, with a length of 28 kilometres, will be built under the first phase of the North Central Province Maha Ella project. The North Central Province Maha Ella project is implemented as the sixth and final plan of the Mahaweli development movement. The project will take water from the Moragahakanda and Kaluganga reservoirs to Anuradhapura. The project has been planned as environmental friendly program. The President has instructed to complete the project by 2025. $244 million has been estimated for the project, which is being implemented from the funds of Sri Lanka Government and Asian Development Bank. The project will benefit 25,000 families in the North Central Province after its completion. It's expected to provide water to 43,000 hectares in both Yala and Maha seasons through 1,200 small tanks. The Minister of Trade, Bandula Gunawardena, says price of 27 essential goods have been reduced and will be maintained for a period of 3 months. The price reduction will come into effect from Monday. The relevant items will be sold only through Lanka Satusa, Cooperative and Q shops, the Minister said, addressing a press conference held at the Ministry of Trade today. Mihindu Nivahana housing scheme implemented on behalf of the parents of Buddhist monks will commence on Sunday from the Monragala district. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa will attend the event as the chief guest. 2,000 houses will be built under the program. State Minister Indika Anuruddha said that 1,200 million rupees has been allocated for the entire project. The project is implemented jointly by the Housing Development Authority and the Development of Buddhist Affairs. Army Commander General Shavendra Silva, the head of National Operations Centre for Prevention of COVID-19 outbreak, has issued updated announcement on isolated orders today. Accordingly, isolated status, Porcelain Place, Isrumawatha and Eksa Janapada in Meedeniya Grama Niladhari division has been lifted with immediate effect. Meanwhile, Bondupitiya 727 Grama Niladhari division in Matugama Divisional Secretariat division has been isolated. India is taking the lead in organising an international platform for the world aerospace and defence leaders to exchange ideas and forge partnerships towards synergizing their efforts through Aero India 2021, a biennial air show cum defence exhibition organised by the Ministry of Defence, Government of India at Bengaluru from 3rd to 5th of February. Aero India is the largest air show in Asia. As part of India's commitment towards positively contributing towards capability building of Sri Lankan armed forces, the event has been organised through hybrid mode by the Defence Wing, High Commission of India at Hotel Taj Samudra. The event will give the participants of Sri Lankan armed forces an opportunity to visualise Aero India Virtual 2021 through a virtual platform. The virtual event is attended by political and military dignitaries, and the attendees will be able to explore state-of-art equipment on display in the virtual exhibition. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The Court of Appeal has ordered the Secretary-General of Parliament not to take decision with regard to the parliamentary seat of MP Ranjan Ramanayaka until the 12th of this month. The order was given by the Court of Appeal when the writ petition filed by the convicted MP Ramanayaka seeking not to abolish his parliamentary seat was taken up today. Prison officers have confiscated 5 mobile phones, 11 phone batteries and 10 SIM cards from the possession of several inmates at the Kagala prison. The contraband was discovered during a sudden search carried out by prison intelligence officers last night. Meanwhile, another 3 mobile phones have been found in the special section of the Kagala prison, where some of the suspects arrested in connection with the Easter Sunday attacks are being held. That ends local news for now.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Minister Chamal Rajapaksa says that Youth Farmer Irrigation Program, which aims to create 500 young agriculture entrepreneurs, will be implemented centered around Madru Oya Development Project. He mentioned that while attending the event to launch the construction of the North Central Province Maha Ela Project's irrigation tunnel. He said that the project will meet drinking water needs of the people and contribute to the economic development.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
In Watchlight, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will declare open a regional consular office in Kandy tomorrow. The opening of the consular office will allow the general public in the central province and in the adjacent areas to obtain range of consular services without having to travel to the consular office division of the Foreign Ministry in Colombo. That came to you in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines. The latest national survey reveals more than 21% of India's adult population has been exposed to COVID-19. The UN Secretary Council demands Myanmar coup leaders to free Suu Kyi. South Korea unveils the plan for world's largest offshore wind farm. World News in detail. According to the latest national survey, more than 21% of India's adult population has been exposed to COVID-19. The Indian Council of Medical Research noted that 21.4% of 28,589 people surveyed above 18 years of age showed exposure to the virus. But it is also said that a large part of the population is still vulnerable to COVID-19. India reported 12,408 new COVID cases in the last 24 hours. The United Nations Security Council called for the release of Myanmar leader Aung San Suu Kyi and others detained by the military as diplomatic and financial pressure grew on the generals who seized power this week to restore democracy. Streets in the commercial capital Yangon echoed again overnight with the clanging of tin pots as people denounced the military takeover, while teachers became the latest to join the widening campaign of civil disobedience. South Korea unveiled a $43.2 billion plan to build the world's largest wind power plant by 2030 as part of efforts to foster environmentally friendly recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. The project is a major component of President Moon Jae-in's Green New Deal initiated last year to curb reliance on fossil fuels in Asia's fourth largest economy and make it carbon neutral by 2050. Before we conclude the Bulletin of World News, the headlines once again. The latest national survey reveals more than 21% of India's adult population has been exposed to COVID-19. The UN Security Council demands Myanmar coup leaders to free Suu Kyi. South Korea unveils the plan for world's largest offshore wind farm. That ends World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
In development news, Tourism Minister Prasanna Rantunga said that investment opportunities will be widened in the tourism sector to attract more local and foreign investors to Sri Lanka. He said the government will grant concessions and incentives for those who are willing to invest in the sector. The minister said that development of the sector should not harm environmental, archaeological and cultural values of the country. That came to you in development news, and in sports news, it's cricket. Minister of Sports Namal Rajapaksa has appointed a technical advisory committee for the development of cricket in Sri Lanka. The committee is charged by former Sri Lankan batsman Aravinda De Silva. Former national players Roshan Mahanama, Muttaya Muralidharan and Kumar Sangakkara will serve as the members of the said committee. Today is the first day of the first test of the England Tour of India in Chennai. Batting first, England was 263 for 3 wickets at stumps today. Joe Root scored an unbeaten 128, Dom Sibley 87. The second test of the South Africa Tour of Pakistan was played for the second day in Rawalpindi today. Batting first, Pakistan scored 272 in their first innings. South Africa was 42 for 4 wickets a short while ago. Today is the third day of the first test of the West Indies tour of Bangladesh in Chittagong. Bangladesh scored 430 in their first innings, while West Indies scored 259. Bangladesh was 47 for 3 wickets in their second innings at close of play today. In rugby, Wales players have been given the all clear to face Ireland in the Six Nations on Sunday after a second round of negative COVID-19 test results. Wing Josh Adams was suspended for 2 games after a coronavirus regulations breach for attending a family gathering in somebody else's home. The game will be played behind closed doors with no fans present. On to business news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
The DFCC Bank was honoured with 2 esteemed awards by Asia Money titled Market Leader in Cash Management Sri Lanka Domestic Banks and Best for Services in Cash Management Sri Lanka. The bank won these recognitions with the trailblazing payment and cash management proposition DFCC iConnect. Associated with Euromoney Group, the Asia Money publication is considered to be a leading authority on finance, banking, investment and treasury in the Asia-Pacific region. That was your business news.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic News. Courtesy of
Hello, Puta, did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We're at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
The Central Bank announced today that Sri Lanka has settled its currency swap facility with the Reserve Bank of India as scheduled. It said there was no special request from India for a premature settlement, as erroneously reported by certain media outlets. The Reserve Bank of India in July 2020 signed necessary documents for extending a $400 million currency swap facility to the Central Bank of Sri Lanka till November 2022. That was Economic News.
Congratulations on your promotion. Heard you gave a treat for everyone in your department yesterday.
Yeah.
When will be our treat, huh?
Well, how about today?
Oh no, I was just joking. We'll have a party with your new salary.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And in your weather update this evening, the Met Department says several spells of showers will occur in the Uva and in the eastern provinces and in the Hambantota district. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the Sabaragamu and central provinces and in the Galle, Matra and Kaltura districts. Fairly heavy falls, above 50 millimeters, can be expected at some places in the Sabaragamu province and in the Galle, Matra, Kaltura and Nuwara districts. Misty conditions can be expected in the western, central Sabaragamu and in the Uva provinces during the morning. That was your weather report, and before we conclude the evening's bulletin of news, the headlines once again. The President launches constructions of South Asia's longest irrigation tunnel in Anuradhapura. Price of 27 essential goods will be reduced from Monday. A program launched to create hundreds of youth agriculture entrepreneurs. The Mihindu Housing Program will commence on Sunday. In news overseas, the latest national survey reveals more than 21% of India's adult population has been exposed to COVID-19. In sports, Technical Advisory Committee appointed to develop cricket. And that concludes this news broadcast from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.